Whoops! Oh my god! Whoops! I forgot to unmute myself. Whoops! I, I was like saying, I was like saying, "Hey Pooha, hey Grammy, hey Brian, hey everyone." I forgot that I was on mute. But yeah, we are going to try to beat this game tonight. It's been oh my god, can you believe it? We've been on this game for 10 streams. Jeez. This game takes a while. I didn't realize how long this game takes to beat. Yeah, we might have to push the other game back, cuz I don't think this is going to be like um where we would finish, a Phoenix Wright game in like, you know, two or three streams. I thought it was going to be like that, but it's not. Takes 10 streams to beat this game. Oh my god. I thought JRPGs were long. But dang. We're on day 10 already. I mean, of course, there's lots of reading, and I read from chat. Reading from chat extends the stream, but, I mean, that's part of the experience, right? But, yeah, I can't believe it. Jeez. So, with that in mind, I tried stretching out the upcoming game list. Um, the upcoming game list. So that way, well, I tried to spread out the Ace Attorney games throughout the upcoming game list, but I don't think that's enough. I'm gonna have to spread them out some more, and then cause I won't be able to get to the games I want to play at this rate. Oh man, I'm gonna have to move Justice for All some more, because if Ace Attorney is gonna take 10 streams, Justice for All is gonna take around that much probably. So we can't. I originally had a plan to just do two at a time, but that's not gonna work. I think this is. I think the Ace Attorney games are gonna take. Um. I think they're gonna last into. They're gonna stretch into next year. I was envisioning that I was gonna beat these games, all the games leading up to Great Ace Attorney this year. That's not gonna happen. That's not happening. We're gonna move them into next year too. I mean, hey, at least we get to enjoy more Phoenix Wright, or enjoy more Ace Attorney anyway, right? So, yeah, let's go ahead and dig in to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the end of the game. We're on the final boss. Oh my gosh, we definitely are. All right, so let me. I think I got everything ready. I think I got my stream set up. It takes a lot. It takes a while. Not a while, but it takes quite a bit to get my stream set up. Okay, so. Oh man, I have hiccups now. I hate getting hiccups. Yeah, I hate getting hiccups. Alright. We are ready. February 24th, 3:12 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. I think I got everything set up. Okay, yeah. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. Whoa, what the fuck did your sister do to you? What the fuck did she use you for? What the fuck? What do you mean? What happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall, Jake Marshall's brother. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma? On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. Ooh. So that means you. Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. Oh shit. I didn't see that one coming. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit's getting good. I wonder how long this will last though. Probably like maybe 2 hours, right? 2-3 hours. SL9 incident. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Oh, dang. Ooh, dang, this is getting good. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. A permanent picture. After the incident. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why Lana, why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office... Oh, shit. The prosecutor's office wanted Joe Dark convicted so badly. I think that's what she said. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After the case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. Damn, that's some deep shit. It's pretty good. I forgot all about this. Permanent picture. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Oh man, that's why Jake Marshall is so, he has a grudge. Well, not exactly a grudge, but he's more resentful than grudgy. He's more resentful towards Emma and Lana for Neil Marshall's death. Because, you know, that's his brother he lost. He lost it because, you know, Neil Marshall came in and tried to save Emma. So he's very resentful that he lost his brother, I guess because of them. I mean, he doesn't. I don't think he hates them, but he is resentful that he lost his brother's life because of them. So, ooh, yeah, this is getting good. See. That's why I love this drama. That's why I love this drama. Oh man, see. Gay guys love drama. They love listening to drama. They love reading drama. They love drama anywhere. Anyway. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. Oh no! When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Oh damn! There needs to be a live action version of this game. Oh my god, I would so watch a live action version of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I so fucking would. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago, you must have been 14. That's understandable. Wow, that was pretty recent. Relatively recent. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. And fight the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Something puzzling. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Yeah, that's what I was wondering too earlier. Why would he come running in there? Like, what business do they have with the Sky Sisters, you know? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor? Oh, there's no mystery there. God, he looks so evil. Damn, he looks fucking evil. Joe... His eyes look evil too, as you can see. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? Yeah, she's not a detective. That's why I'm confused. No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Dang, she's so accomplished. Damn. She goes from a detective to prosecutor. Dang. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective? I better have another talk with her. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Anyway, February 24th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Lana. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about the unusual change of jobs. I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. Ooh, shit's getting good. Ooh, let's see what the security guy says. Security guard. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in place, cowering under this room's oppressive atmosphere. That's all he says, really? Alright, let's go. Today's trial. Man, this game's long. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen. I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. Ooh, big sister talk. You know, like when I was a kid, like my sisters would talk like this too. That's why I understand how a big sister would talk. Cause I'm the youngest brother. I'm the youngest sibling. I'm the youngest, and I have 2 older sisters, and they talk like that to me. So, especially my oldest sister, she talks like that. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. Ooh, shit's, I love this. I love this drama. Ooh, my my gay guy senses are tingling with this drama. Detective Lana Skye. It's true. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gantt cracked together. Chief Gantt? Then he was the vice head of criminal affairs, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gantt, he was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I've always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could later use that experience in court. Gantt's help in the SL9 case was critical in its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. Dark investigation. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command. That means the chief detective was, no doubt, Damon Gantt. Yes, Detective Gantt and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when the last murder took place. Hey, what's up, Jemima? What's up, Jemima? I was just saying earlier about how, I know how Big Sister talks. I know how Big Sisters talk, and how, like, a big sister, like, Lana Skye would talk to her little sister, Emma Skye. Or how, Big Sister personalities talk. So, I'm the youngest sibling. I'm the youngest brother, or youngest sibling. And I have the two older sisters. So I especially know how big sisters talk. Especially my oldest sister. She, to be honest, my oldest sister does remind me. I mean, Lana Skye does remind me of my oldest sister. They kind of look alike. Kind of act alike too. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. First one at scene. So yeah, they keep having to, like, clear up the last option, because they keep having options you have to read into. But hey, Jemima, hope you're doing okay over there. Hope you're having a good. Oh yeah, aren't you making dinner today? Didn't you say you made dinner in Wynn's channel? Yeah, I was there earlier. You were making some dinner. You said you're like cooking something, right? Where did you cook? What did you cook, Jemima? You should take a picture. You should take a picture of what you cooked and put in my Discord server. Ooh, take a picture, put it in my Discord server. I want to see what you cooked. Ooh, I bet it looks good. Still in the crock pot. Ooh, I want to see. First one at scene. Detective Gantt and Prosecutor Marshall. And things are good, just chilling and enjoying the rest of the day. Oh, that's good, that's good. That's awesome. Yeah, just relax. Yeah, definitely relax and, put your, rest your legs on the table or something. I don't know. Sit back, relax, rest your legs on the futon or the table, or on your office chair leg. I don't know, on your computer desk, whatever. I have my training tomorrow, so I'm not looking forward to that. Oh no! Why is training bad? Why are you not looking forward to it? What happened? What's wrong with training? Oh shit! What's going on? Yeah, hold on, give me 1 second. Detective Gantt and Prosecutor Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. It's just stressful because you're under the microscope. Oh, I see. Oh, you have to make sure you get a passing grade with your training? Cool. Well, it's not cool, but interesting. It's a yearly thing, so you think you'd be used to it, but nah. And it's early. Oh, I see. Oh, and you have to. What happens if you fail? Is it because, like, are you afraid of failing, and then if you fail, like you have to start over or something? Is it one of those things with training where it's not just like learning how to do it, you have to pass or something? You have to get a passing grade or something? Then I have an early trip right after. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about what it would be like to be to be a flight attendant. I've thought about it. I thought, it sounds cool. You get to fly to different places. I'm sure you get free trips and all that. But I've watched YouTube videos. I watched YouTube videos about flight attendants and having to live a really hectic life. And then I've seen YouTube videos where like flight attendants, they would actually have to some of them would actually have to live in flight attendant apartments. Like there's there's apartments where a bunch of flight attendants would live with each other, and that's how bad it gets, right? Yeah, crash pads, exactly. I'm sure you know about those, but thankfully you have your own apartment. You do have to pass, but it's honestly stuff we really should know how to do. Yeah, that does. I mean, even though it's stuff you should know how to do, it still sounds like it sucks because there's a passing grade you have to have, right? If it was something where it's just training, you don't need a pass, you just need to learn it, that's fine. But yeah, this sounds like it sucks. It used to be much more punitive, but they have changed a lot. Oh, that's good. That's good, I guess. Crash pads, those are horrible. With those, you have a bed. That's it. Ooh. Wow, crash pads. Yeah, the flight attendant life sounds like hard work. Cause if it's so bad that you have to have a crash pad to be a flight attendant to crash right after work, man, it sounds grueling. Not my bag, yeah. But I mean, more power to you, Jemima. And you can have many people renting that place, so you don't even have your own stuff. Oh, I see. Oh, so people don't live there. They're just there to sleep. I see. So I guess it would be cheap in a way, right? I see. That makes sense. The investigation was in its final stages when Dark must have panicked. He waited until Gantt and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Detective Gantt and myself. That's where he found me. Oh, that's where he found me. So you're the first person to run to the scene, Lana. It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gantt and Marshall were questioning Dark. Hey, what's up, Dan? We were just talking about flight attendant, stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I could be a flight attendant, Jemima. It sounds like hard work. I mean, it looks easy, because on the outside it looks easy. Well, not easy, but I mean, it looks like it's not like a stressful job because you see the flight attendants being, friendly and they're pushing the carts and they're just giving you, drinks and food and snacks. But it's not easy. It's not easy. There's so much you have to keep. There's so much. Pretty sure there's so much you have to look after. You have to, remember and organize and whatnot. And then you have to make it to the next flight. You have to rush and get to the next flight and all that. Just like the passengers. Oh man. Yeah. More power to you, Jemima. That's a job that's a thankless job. It's also a thankless job. There's more to it, I'm sure. Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, there's definitely more to it. I've watched flight attendant videos on YouTube about a flight attendant who described how her life was like being a flight attendant. It's hard. It's very stressful. You have to work so many different schedules and oh man. And then you have crash pads, like Jemima said, where flight attendants, they rent out this one room where a bunch of flight attendants can just sleep there. Just sleep there. They don't live there, just sleep there. Oh man. But I admire your hey, what's up, Frodo? I admire your work ethic, Jemima, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure flight attendants need a really hard, really strict work ethic for that kind of job. You have to be very, you have to be punctual. You have to keep things. You have to keep things organized. That's not easy. But yeah, I admire you, Jemima. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I just get here, but I just got some news, and now I'm in tears. So I'm going to step away from the keyboard. I'm going to control myself. Oh no, Jemima! I'm sorry to hear about that, Jemima. Oh no, Jemima, I'm sorry to hear about that. Yeah, just take some time to. Yeah, Jemima, take some time. Take as much time as you need. Take as much time as you need. If you can't make it to the stream, I'm not. I mean, no worries. I mean, just if whatever you have to attend to is more important. Yeah, Jemima. Oh no, I hope things work out. Yeah, I hope things work out too, Jemima. Yeah, Jemima, just hang in there. If it's something like really awful, just hang in there. I hope things will get better for you. Oh no, Jemima, I'm sorry to hear about it. I'm sorry to hear about what's going on right now, but yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that, Jemima. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we were just talking about how it's about how it's tough being a flight attendant, but I admire Jemima's work ethic. I really do. But yeah, Dan. But yeah, Dan. Hope your day's been okay too. And same with you, Frodo. Hope y'all are doing okay. It's the weekend. It's the weekend, so I mean it's gonna be the weekend tomorrow. It's gonna be the weekend tomorrow, so hopefully y'all can chill and relax. Cause I have weekends off, so I'm definitely gonna be chilling and relaxing. But yeah, Jemima, I hope things get better for you. Yeah. But yeah. What about, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about what's going on, Jemima. If you're still there. But, no big complaints from me today. Work and about to jump in a race shortly. Oh, I see. Oh, that's good. A race? What kind of race? Is it like a race from a game? When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. iRacing is like a really detailed racing simulator. Oh, cool. iRacing, that sounds pretty cool. Is it way better than Gran Turismo? Way better than Gran Turismo? Way better than... No, I'm not gonna go there. And the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Let's see. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. Oh, look, that's so sad. How Lana is like picking up, she picked up her little sister Emma and like cradled her, because she wanted to make sure her little sister was okay. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Oh, that's so sad. And oh yeah, and also I was saying earlier how like gay guys like me, we love drama. We love drama. We love like we love drama from anywhere. Like, you know, we love listening to drama. We love hearing. We love listening to drama. We love watching drama. We love reading drama. We love playing video games about drama. But do we like being in drama? Not me. Not me. I don't like drama, but I love I love hearing about other people's drama. Anyway, way beyond. Its code is what they use to make the big racing sims for pro teams. Ooh. You also see pros practicing or even racing against you if you're good enough. Ooh. Oh wow, that sounds intense. This sounds like way more. This sounds like you know, cause like with NASCAR or Indy 500, all it is just a giant oval you drive around. That doesn't sound like it takes skill, right? But with like when you see those games where like you drive around like a you drive around a track that has so many curves and shit, that takes skill. I think that kind of racing should take skill. But yeah, but like those like Indy 500 or like NASCAR and shit, all you're doing is just driving around an oval. That doesn't take much skill, does it? What do you think about NASCAR and Indy 500 then? Oh, I have some gay friends who definitely love being in the middle of the drama. Yeah. I love hearing about drama. I'm like, ooh, what happened to her? Ooh, what happened to him? Ooh. And then I saw there's this one I love. Do you know who? Okay, I'm assuming. Well, I'm not sure what you're. Well, anyway, I'm sure since you have gay friends, you've heard of Trixie Mattel, right? You've heard of Trixie Mattel. There's this video I showed. I posted on my Discord server of Trixie Mattel. I love her. She's so funny. They both take skills, just different sets. I see. Road courses are harder than in that you're turning right or left. Road is hard in that you're racing in very close proximity and have to depend more on your car and those around you are shaping the wind. Sorry, oval is hard because it's close. Sorry, oval is hard because it's close proximity. Oh, okay. Oval is hard in that you're racing in very close proximity. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. So you have to be very aware of other people around you. So I guess that is card in a way. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. Quite a coincidence, I don't buy it. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. Okay, I've got to get to the wheel and everything's set up in practice. I'll be back in a few hours after the race. Alright, no problem, Dan. If you can leave a lurk, I'd appreciate that too if you can. If you can. But if you can't leave a lurk, have fun with the iRacing. But yeah, definitely, get me some souvenirs. Give me a trophy. I want a gold cup. I want a gold cup. I bet Mario Kart's easy for you. I bet Mario Kart's easy. But then, like, I'll be like, I bet I can beat you at Mario Kart, and you're like, no, I have experience. No, but seriously though, like, I bet you would need to know some, like, racing, what's it called? Racing, basics? Not racing basics, but racing, theories. You have to know some racing theories, I guess. Even in Mario Kart. Do you have a good race, Dan? Hope you get first. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everything has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gantt and I shared. The office that Mr. Gantt now occupies by himself. The Chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder. Ooh. Let's go. February 24th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. You're right. The head of the department seems the same, though. Why don't we go look up for some other people to talk to? Right. We can come back here later. February 24th, Police Department entrance. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance. But we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why did prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Dark trial. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there is a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? The case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. Prosecutor Marshall. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You don't mean King of Prosecutors. Not that again. What do you look at me like? What do you look at me? What do you look at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. You finished that case yet? Fell asleep last night. No, we didn't finish it, Pooha. Oh my God, Pooha, we're still on this game, but we're gonna get to Disney's Magical Quest soon. This game is so long. Can you look at this? Look at this, Pooha. Day 10. We're on day 10 of this game. Shit. Day fucking 10. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. Rad, I love this game. I want it to last forever. Yeah, you like it? You like Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney? That's awesome. We'll be doing more Ace Attorney games, though, Pooha. We'll be doing more Ace Attorney games in the future. I don't think we'll be doing them, like, 2 at a time. I don't think I'll be doing one, like, a few games down, because, like, as you can see, it takes 10 streams. It takes 10 streams to finish this game. So I'm gonna have to stretch out the Ace Attorney games even more, and I'm probably gonna stretch them out into next year too. I don't think I'm gonna finish this. I don't think I'm gonna finish all the Ace Attorney games this year. It's gonna be next year. Hell yeah, look forward to it. Good idea. Yeah. But yeah, Pooha, how's your Fortnite stream? I was lurking earlier. How's your Fortnite stream? The day that the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right! It was a day of the evidence transferal. Interesting. It was drizzling that night, and by nightfall there was thunder. Oh, that morning. I can't believe two years have gone by already. Ella was raunchy and beautiful time. I was dog house Morty with a greasy Rick then. Oh, I see. Who was talking with your friend? Who was talking with you? Who was your friend that was talking with you? I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. Scars. Ishmod, but his real name is Dylan. Oh yeah, that's right, Ishmod. That's right. Oh yeah, you told me about that guy. But he's okay. There's something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Yeah, he cool. Yeah, he seems cool. Miss Star was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gantt and Lana Sky. Not Gantt and Sky. What is? Hey, I'm trying to get what the pun is with Gantt. What does Gantt mean? What are they trying to get with Gantt? Like Dame and Gantt. Dame and Gantt. Is he like maybe he's supposed to be Demon Gantt? I don't know. Dame and Gantt. What's the pun supposed to be for Dame and Gantt? Because every character's name in the game is a pun. I mean, we got Phoenix Wright obviously, but then we got you know Maya, Faye. We get that too, but we got Neil Marshall because he's a marshal. He looks like a marshal. But what about Damon Gantt? I don't get Damon Gantt. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duel. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the after the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gantt, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Scott was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentioned it, Emma said something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. That's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gantt. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. he like he bites off the cork. That's funny. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Oh man, that's the last I have to do his voice. Okay. Alright, so where else do I need to go? February 24th, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Alright, let's see, where else? Okay. I don't know. February 24th, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. He took a real beating in the court today. Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago. I guess we just have to come back later. Alright. Man, so much we have to go through. February 24th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did, and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial, There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. Oh my god, Thanksgiving and Christmas put together! Oh my god, I've never heard that saying. Well, I think I've heard that saying before, but I never really understood what that meant. Wow, Thanksgiving and Christmas put together? Shit. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gantt's office. Just head across the hall. Just head across the hall to the other building, and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. They ignore that. They ignore what he said and just go in. Goes in anyway. Oh my god. Damn, dude. This guy's really cultured. February 24th, Police Department, Chief's Office. This guy's really cultured. Whoa, where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gantt. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, Mr. Wright, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct, and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? You mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? Ooh, I see it. That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. Let me get up. Let me get up. So, this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He looks pretty proud. We took it to commemorate our work together. Wait, something's not right. What? Something's not right with the picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it though. Gantt team picture added to the court record. Crap, I didn't even get to read what he said. Oh well. Anyway, I like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office... It was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd like to have a look around. Yeah, but still, though, even if you look around, like, stuff has changed since 2 years ago. When I don't know how much, like, this would help you. Because what if Gantt, like, you know, changed shit around, you know? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Damn, dude. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all. What do you mean? Chief Gantt denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean, like, a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Ooh, shit's getting good. Ooh. February 24th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, were you in a meeting?
I was, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long in the meeting?
Actually, I had to serve everyone coffee.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth? No. Why'd he ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court.
That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes. Let's talk to Gumshoe. Edgeworth's crisis. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Sky's the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence he presents in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. Those who don't like him haven't been able to do anything because of his amazing talent as a prosecutor. But now with this,
are there really so many people who hate him?
in our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only had that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Hey, Dick, keep up the good work. Yes, sir.
Let's go out for lunch.
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir.
You gotta take that back. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime. Okay, Dick?
Yes, sir.
I had to go do a silly voice. It seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him.
I think he says anyway a lot, right? And also pal.
Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack.
SL9 incident.
Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing.
He seems generally concerned about for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean
when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
Me? It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what is it? What was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Alright, let's do that. Let's see. Murder weapon. We still haven't used the vase yet. I'm sure that's going to play into the next trial. About this.
Hey, don't tell me that's...
And he also says hey, too. It says, anyway, hey, and... pal. It has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 Incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Oh my god. I like that. She's like, quick before you forget, stupid. Dark's crimes.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
Businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident.
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man that witnessed.
Oh crap, a kid walked by that just he killed them too. They was burying them all. Then he killed a lady with a stocking foot.
A jogger came upon the scene and was killed as well. Finally turned himself in.
Damn, I can't get to read all that shit. Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So
He turned himself in.
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but fortunately he was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness. He must mean Emma. Murder weapon. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, and it had his fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Well, anyway, take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. Pal, it was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet, down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive. Alright, let's see. Neil's autopsy report added to the court record. Switchblade knife added to the court record.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gantt.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? 1 second. It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around, if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe's our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. Ooh, maybe. We'll see. Go ahead and turn off the AC. Let's see. Okay, what can we change his mind? Gantt team picture, maybe? Photo at the award ceremony of Gantt, Lana, and Neil. Touch the check button for details. So what? Oh, the vase! The vase! Ooh, the vase. Maybe the vase has something to do with it. Yeah, maybe the vase has something to do with it. I'll try this. I'll try the photo.
Let me share a little piece of
what do you say?
with you as a detective. If you don't have a clue, keep your trap shut.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sheesh.
Neil's autopsy report. Stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound. Dang. Let's see. Name of deceased, Neil Marshall, 27, male. Date and time of death, February 19th, between 7 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Cause of death, single stab wound, piercing, heart and lung. Die from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Wow. Weapon found in wound was missing tip. It got broken off. I guess this one, maybe.
I've been studying up on these files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentation. To think people are accusing him of injustice, I, for one, ain't buying it, pal.
You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal when it was going on, you know. After all, a serial killer was on the loose.
But Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dart guilty. Let's see. What can I was trying to figure out what I can do to add to my webcam. What can I do? What can I add to my webcam to make it more appealing? I mean, of course I want to add games, but how would I add my games to the back of my room? I wonder how that works. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'll have to move my webcam around to something else. We'll have to see. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dart guilty. I don't know. Only the vase?
About that jar, I think I've seen it somewhere. I think I've seen it before somewhere.
Somewhere.
Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous lives.
This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met.
Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me.
Chief Gantt?
Where could I have seen that before?
Let's see. I don't know what to present him. What's the screwdriver have to do? About this.
Hey, don't tell me that's...
It has a tag attached. Oh yeah, I think I read this. I don't know what else to do. Oh, the trophy, duh.
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Congratulations. I was wondering, why is this award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten. Okay, that didn't help.
This ID card belongs to the victim, Detective Bruce Goodman. You can do just about anything these days with a card and a secret number. Scary.
It's only scary because you keep dropping your card, Detective Gumshoe.
I forget my secret number a lot too. I'm scared of myself. But I'm me after all. And what could be wrong with that?
A lot of things. I think I'll stay out of this conversation. I like that. This guy almost made us lose the case today.
What are you talking about? He was guarding the bloodstain on that evidence locker with his life. That's more than you can say about most officers nowadays.
It would have saved us a lot of trouble if he hadn't guarded it so well. I have to admit, he's right though. Thanks to the Blue Badger, we were able to prove another possibility today. The possibility that another murder took place prior to 5:15 p.m. Yeah, so basically the Blue Badger divided the fake murder, which was after he was placed, and the real murder, which took place before he was placed. That's interesting. I like that. I like the way these stories are designed. They're pretty cool. I don't know what to do. I guess maybe show him the badge. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. Oh, yeah, whatever. What am I supposed to show him? What the fuck? What am I supposed to show him?
Oh, a lost eye report, huh?
Very impressive, Detective. You knew what it was right off the bat.
Well, I am a master of misplacement, you know.
Master, that has such a cool ring to it.
The way I see it, if things are meant to be lost, then they're meant to be lost. There's a higher power at work here.
Wow, a higher power. Maybe I shouldn't let Emma hold any evidence. Okay, I guess maybe I don't have what I need to actually go do anything. I guess I'll move somewhere else. I guess I'll go to Edgeworth's place. I think I'll go to Edgeworth's place and see if that helps me with anything. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I did have to go to Edgeworth's place. February 24th, Hyper Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is! It looks like he's writing something. Oh my god, it's already 6:23? Jeez. Dang. This game is so long. Huh? What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? What's another allegation to me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. I should raise his voice a little bit. So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Forged evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. Everything. We stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have. Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Tomorrow's trial. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? That list is evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but at the time there was only one thing on my mind. I'd use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture. Something seems strange about it. The day of the crime. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. Well, he looks a little bit smug here. I finished up the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. 1 second. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gantt asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to. That's right. Wait, the day of the crime. So let's see, let's read it again. So the chief is behind this, isn't he? I see, I see. And that's when he parked his car. Oh, I see. I see. You know, it wouldn't hurt if you put this up somewhere, like, on a shelf. That has no meaning for me anymore. What do you mean anymore? That's who I was last year. What good is it to dwell in the past? He's asking me? That makes me kind of mad. Actually, something's been troubling me about this shield. Look, do you notice anything different? Different? Yeah, don't you remember the other shield in the court record? I guess I better present this other shield. Let's see if it's probably complete or something. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't have a sword. Oh. Oh! 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 Okay, I need to shut up. I need to shut the fuck up. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gantt's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? Let's see. That was the official prosecutor trophy used until that time. There's a story behind it. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Hey, let's learn about this contradiction shit. Prosecutor trophy. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with two characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake? You don't even know the story yourself, you fucking liar. Oh my god. Very well. He's like saying, oh, well, Emma doesn't know it. Just tell it to her. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with two items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, yes he has, no he hasn't. Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless, and thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gantt. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief Gantt. King of Prosecutors Trophy updated the court record. Let's go ahead and show him, show Edgeworth the card. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. Yeah. Alright. Is there anything else I need to do? Yeah, I'm tired. Let's go move somewhere else. Uh-oh. Yep, I knew something was gonna happen here. February 24th, Prosecutor's Office, underground parking lot. Excuse me. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Starr. I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Still, I never thought I'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on that very day the evidence, on the very day the evidence for that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, the little scene that I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Starr's hatred toward Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Oh man, I have the hiccups. Dark investigation. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister? My sister. The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Yep, Lana and Gantt. Lana and Chief Gantt. After case closed. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean, with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you didn't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Legendary duo. Damon Gantt and Lana Skye. 2 years ago, Gantt was chief detective, and Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gantt's magnetism, in particular, was almost unreal. His magnetism. By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated everything crooked, and always watched out for the other detectives. You know, like, why didn't the other people talk about how Lana was a detective back then? Why did they mention it now? Because, like, that's kind of... I mean, I feel like that's kind of bad storytelling, because, like, they don't mention it until later. But they could have mentioned it earlier on, but they didn't. But they saved it for later. So everyone earlier just happened to not mention that Lana was a detective. But even Emma didn't say anything, and she would have known too. How convenient. How convenient. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. I guess it would kind of ruin things for, like, the narrative, but still. I guess it would make it. I guess you gotta save some interesting stuff for later, but still, people could have mentioned it earlier though. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Being used. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gantt's powerful influence. Chief? That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There's only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in. Let's see. Let's see. His way. His way. I had to take a breather. I was getting kind of tired of just doing the voice acting. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since the case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. Ooh, maybe blackmail. At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Ooh. Alright, let's get out of here. So can I now do something here? Maybe. February 24th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. This part's pretty long.
Oh, you're back.
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ.
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's got to be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Let's see. Do we have anything new? I don't know. About... Yeah. Okay, now here's something new. Say, this design is based on an old Chinese parable, right?
Yeah, everyone knows that. There was this, dragon, yeah, that's it, a dragon. He had a thing for shields, see?
That's not exactly the version we heard. No, but this sounds more exciting.
Anyway, it gets kind of gory after that. I'll spare you the details.
You don't fucking know the story. Oh my god. Okay, what else can I do? I don't know what to do.
That's the ID card record, isn't it?
Yes, there's only one number left to investigate, at 4:20 p.m. The victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered the evidence along with someone else. Someone with an executive officer number.